recently stumbled upon a person that goes by the name of ZACK Films. And the first videos that I see already look incredibly sus. There is a video actually about me, and we're gonna watch it at the end, so stay tuned. Let's go, bro. Let's see how sus ZACK Films really is. I'm just gonna pick a random video. I'm gonna pick a random video, this one right here. Could a generation ship really work?
They would lock themselves inside a station in the middle of Antarctica. And as the years passed, they would learn how to live completely separated from the rest of humanity.
They're not separated, bro. They're on Earth, bro. They're in Antarctica. They're not separated, bro.
When they started having kids, they would teach them survival skills.
Hey, yo.
And their mission in life. These kids would then board a rocket that would take them up to a ship with an entirely artificial world inside.
What?
It would be held in a giant spinning tube that would mimic gravity. And once they had children, they would pass on what their parents taught them. Continuing the cycle for 400 years.
Wait, why 400 years, bro? What is happening in 400 years?
The spaceship inched deeper into space until they finally reached Proxima B, an Earth-sized planet that might be able to support life.
Proxima B? How far away is Proxima B? 4 light years? I could get there in like a day, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I could do it in like a day. Bro, so like, when is this happening? Or when when is this happening, bro? Like I don't want to do that, bro. Count me out, bro. Count me out. I do not want to do that. Yo, let's go. Let's just go to most popular. Could ancient armor stop bullets? Tootsie Rolls used in war. Why does he look like that?
They opened the pallet of ammunition only to find it was full of Tootsie Rolls. You see, Tootsie Roll was a
Tootsie Roll
mortar rounds,
whoa,
which the Marines desperately needed. But the radio operator.
Wait, so they sent them Tootsie Rolls when they needed ammunition? What?
Who received the order didn't know that and sent the actual candy instead. At first, the Marines were
what?
But the sub-freezing
oh, so Tootsie Roll is a code name like hey, I'm gonna call my boy up like, hey bro, I need some Tootsie Rolls. I don't actually need Tootsie Rolls, idiot. I need ammunition. But it was a code name. This idiot thought he meant actual Tootsie Rolls, bro. In the dead of war. Bro, imagine you're just in war, bro. You're sitting in a bunker and you're like, dang, bro, I could really use some Tootsie Rolls right now. Pretty nice, bro. Pretty nice.
Temperatures had frozen all their food, and the candies ended up sustaining them over the next few days. They even used them to plug bullet holes by warming them up and letting them freeze in place.
Why does it kind of look like Dookie?
And eventually, the real mortar rounds did arrive.
Huh.
They opened the...
Eventually. Bro, that's quite funny. That's quite funny. All right, next video.
When a honeybee stings a human, they actually get stuck for a while and can't leave. And this is because their stinger is barbed, which means it can't retract once it's lodged into something.
Bro! Yo, chat, one time I got stung by a bee, and like bro, on some nonchalant, she's like, bro, that shit didn't even hurt, bro. Like, on some like nonchalant, like 6'4", like I got like hella bread and shit, bro. Like that doesn't even hurt, bro. Like I can do it again, bro. Like I can do it again.
Once the bee finally pulls away, its insides get ripped out because the stinger stays in the skin.
Oh my gosh!
This leaves the bee without some of its internal organs, resulting in its death. When a
you know, bro, you know what's funny? Dogs getting stung. Okay, it's not actually funny. Okay, guys, like it's not funny because they're got stung by a bee, but like, look at that, bro. They look all puffy. They look all puffy, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro. Look at him. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Bro, those poor things, bro. Oh my gosh. Those poor things. Oh, it's not funny, bro. I feel bad for laughing. But like, the Witch's Hat Playground ride?
The metal was constructed together, and children would grab hold of the spokes as they ran in a circle. Once the platform was fast enough...
Bro, I remember they had something like this when I was a kid at the park. This was like the Rolls Royce of park equipment, bro. I tell you, bro, when you roll up to a park and you see this thing, bro, you know there's strictly business, bro. That is like the pinnacle of public park luxury is this little toy right here, bro.
They would jump on, spinning around the pole at high speed.
Honestly, really, really dangerous, I'm not gonna lie. But still, bro, fun, really fun.
But the force was so strong that some kids fell off, breaking bones.
Bro, yeah!
Others got caught between the platform.
Bro, speaking of breaking bones, one time when I was a kid, bro, I thought I could hang from monkey bars, but instead of using my hands, I thought, for whatever strange reason, I thought I could hang from my feet. Bear in mind, I was like 7 years old. I was like 6 or 7 years old when this happened. I thought I could hang from the monkey bars with my foot, and I'm upside down, and I fell down, and I snapped my arm right in half. Turns out, you actually can't hang from monkey bars using your feet. So do not try that at home if you have monkey bars.
And the pole, getting crushed as it swung back and
forth. Oh my gosh!
That's why it was finally banned.
That's awful, bro. That's awful. Wow. Bro. Whoa. What are the sussest, like, bro, what is the purpose of your uvula? This can't possibly be something good.
Have you ever wondered about this little dangly thing at the back of your throat?
Why do you have to word it like that? Seriously, bro? Come on.
Well, even though it looks like a miniature punching bag, it actually serves a handful of important functions. You see, when you swallow food, this thing called a uvula actually swings backwards to prevent the food from going up your nose.
Whoa!
It's also constantly producing saliva to keep the throat moist.
Interesting.
Swallowing. And because there's a tiny muscle inside the uvula, it can move around, which helps you speak. Have you ever...
What? Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I thought that was there just as like excess skin, bro. I did not know that actually served a purpose. That's actually really cool, bro. Hey, the more you know. You learn something new every day. How to slice a banana without peeling it? Wait, what?
Push the needle through the banana along one of the ridges, making sure not to pierce through the other side of the skin. Then turn the needle side to side before pulling it out again. Keep going all the way down, pushing the needle in every half inch.
Why would you want to do this, bro? Like, I can only think this would just leave a mess for whoever opens the banana next. Like, maybe as like a prank. But like, bro, what? Oh, get pranked, bro. I sliced your banana. What? How could this possibly add any value to my day, bro?
Now, if you flip it, it looks like a normal banana. But when you peel it, the slices appear, showing the banana pre-sliced as if by magic.
I mean, you could just get a knife, bro. I don't like, why are we doing all that, bro? That's just not necessary. That's just like, I ain't doing all that, bro. Family attacked. Could you actually surf? I have actually wondered this, bro. I have wondered if you could surf on a tsunami.
There's this nut on top of helicopters, and if it...
Bro, I did not click on this, bro, but I guess we'll watch it, bro. I guess we'll watch it.
The helicopter would immediately crash. Now, it's called the Jesus nut, and it clamps the spinning blades onto a long metal pole, holding the entire rotor system together. It's cranked extra tight with hundreds of pounds of force, and a small stopper is locked into the gear.
Dang, bro, so that one little piece, if you're on a helicopter, bro, and this little piece goes goes loose, you're cooked, bro. That is why, bro, I don't know, bro. I did a helicopter tour in Hawaii. Like, we watched all the scenery and stuff. But, like, bro, it was scary. King Joe with the level 2 membership. Thanks, bro. Yeah, bro. Helicopters are scary, bro. Like, Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant and his family. They're just scary, bro. Like, I always be hearing about helicopter deaths. I don't know if I'll ever ride in one ever again, bro.
And secured with a bolt, keeping the blades connected to the pole that lifts the helicopter off the ground. And every day,
wow,
crews check it carefully, because if the Jesus nut fails, well, you might just be meeting him.
I could survive that. Definitely. Could you actually surf a tsunami?
If you tried to surf on a tsunami, you might...
I genuinely, bro, I have always wondered, like on some, like, real, like, I'm not even, like, joking around here. I grew up genuinely believing that the best way to survive a tsunami would be to surf it. We are going to see if that theory is correct. Welcome to Fact or Cap.
Think that you could ride it for miles, but tsunamis don't curl like surf waves. Instead, they shoot up like a wall of water, swirling with rocks and dead animals. By the time it hits land, it can also carry entire trees and buildings.
Wow.
So
I mean, you could theoretically, bro, if you were really, really skilled, like, and you could dodge every single piece of tree, rock, animal, I don't know, debris in your way. Theoretically, if you were the best surfer in the world, I feel like it's possible. I feel like it's possible, bro.
Were an Olympic surfer, you would
okay.
Still be dragged under the water.
But wouldn't like also, couldn't you just go underwater and like come back up when the tsunami passes? Bro, tsunamis just baffle me. Like, the concept that like these 200-foot waves can just come and destroy a city, it's steak. It baffles me, bro. It baffles me. Pilot let his son fly the plane? That can't possibly be a good idea, bro.
He let his son steer the plane.
Bro, why would you do that, bro? You got lives at stake. Bro.
Even though there were 75 people on board.
Bro.
The boy...
That's awful, bro. That's awful.
Pushed hard on the controls, which turned off the autopilot. And even though a warning light flashed, the pilot didn't see it. Suddenly, the boy
Bro, how do you not see that, bro? What?
Pushed to the controls again, sending the plane into a nosedive. The pilot took over and managed to pull the plane up, but it climbed too steep, which caused the engine to stall. And without power, the plane plummeted to the ground, killing every single person on board.
Oh, that's awful, bro. Rest in peace to everyone on that plane, bro. That's horrible. Bro. Guys, I took a flight class in high school, and I don't know what it is, bro, but I genuinely believe that if there was some sort of emergency where both pilots somehow like were not able to fly the plane, bro, I am so confident that I could fly that plane and I could give everyone to safety. Like, bro, I took a semester of flight school in high school, bro. I was flying on those simulators. I don't know, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I hope I never have to try it, but just know that, like, whenever I get on a plane, bro, I go up in the cockpit and I'm like, hey, yo, just so you guys know, like, I took a semester of flight school, so like I can handle business if something goes wrong. I always do that every time I enter a plane. So just so you guys know, yeah. Just so like there's someone back up that can fly the plane if need be, bro. Just so you know. How dogs drink water? Bro, I've actually seen these can actually be pretty interesting.
If a dog sucked up water like a human, the water would just fall right out of its mouth. And this is because dogs can't close their cheeks all the way.
What?
Instead, its tongue
I didn't know that, bro.
shoots down and bends backwards before being pulled back up.
That's why they make so much of a mess when they drink water, bro. It's because they're splashing everywhere.
And the force of the impact and the curve of the tongue makes a splash, pulling the water into a
Yes,
rising.
bro. Every time I give my dogs water, okay, number one, like, they make a freaking mess, but they gargle that. They slurp that shit down, bro. Like, who makes a bigger mess, Fendi or Sugar? Definitely Fendi. Definitely Fendi, bro.
Column. The dog then bites down, catching the water in its mouth and swallowing it, meaning your dog is basically eating its water, not drinking it. If a dog
Oh! Wait, where was the other one I wanted to watch? Where was it, bro? What? It was somewhere. He lived 40 years with a toy in his lung? Bro, what? Wait. How fish skin heals burn victims? This actually looks interesting.
If you died and you had no...
Bro, I did not click on that video. All right, bro, we're just gonna go most popular. We're gonna find, how this expensive wood is made.
A red-hot iron is pushed into the tree, wounding it on purpose. Then a syringe filled with salt water is emptied inside the hole. This causes the tree to flood the damaged area with sticky resin to stop the damage. And over the next few years, the resin slowly spreads, turning into a sweet-smelling wood deep inside the trunk.
Bro, I think I've smelled this wood before. Like, does anyone else know what I'm talking about when you just smell fresh wood? Like, maybe it's not this specifically, but the smell of wood in general is just phenomenal. I love the smell of wood.
Finally, it's harvested and sold for thousands of dollars per pound before being made into a luxury perfume.
Wait, so you're telling me if I wanted to make some quick money, all I gotta do is put a metal rod over the stove, impale my tree with it, let it sit for a few years, and then I'm rich? Like, I've got to be missing something, bro. I've got to be missing something. Someone said ZACK D Films. Biohazard on a plane? Wait, biohazard on a plane? Wait, that doesn't... Wait, pulling the emergency door. How obesity could affect plane takeoff.
If every passenger on the plane was obese, this extra weight could strain...
Okay, I've actually wondered about this. Like theoretically, a plane would perform, or it performs better when there's like, I don't know, it's less occupied versus a plane that's fully occupied. I've always wondered about this, bro. Like, how much fuel does it actually burn when you're taking, like, I don't know, non-obese passengers versus obese passengers? I'm actually curious about that, because it seems like such a small weight difference when you look at the grand scheme of things. Like, these planes are like thousands. How much does a 747 weigh? Like 735,000 pounds. Wait, like, if it's okay, let's say like 5,000 pounds. Theoretically, that doesn't like it like that. Theoretically, doesn't it like, I don't know, bro. It just doesn't seem like it would affect it, bro. What could move a Cybertruck?
If you strapped a baby to a pair of Cybertrucks to pull them, you would need 5,000 of them just to make them move. Now, if you did the same thing with anacondas, it would take at least 160 of the giant snakes to pull the truck.
Wait, so 5,000 babies could move a Cybertruck, but only 160 anacondas could move a Cybertruck. That's interesting, bro.
If you got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to tow the trucks, you would need just 1.5 of him to get them rolling.
Yo, somebody fact check this. Somebody fact check this, bro. Is this
If
true?
you strapped a baby to a pair of Cybertrucks to pull them, you would need 5,000 of them just to make
5,000 little babies crawling. Yo, what if for my next stream I got 5,000 babies and we actually fact checked this? W or L?
Now, if you did the same thing with anacondas, it would take at least 160 of the giant snakes to pull the truck. But if you got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to tow the trucks, you would need just 1.5 of him to get them rolling.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that, bro. I don't believe that. There's no way. There's no way, bro. I mean, I could do it, and I only need 1 of me, not 1.5 of me. So that's where, you know, me and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson are a little bit different in the sense that I could do it, bro. I could pull 2 Cybertrucks just, you know, like a casual on my way to work thing. I don't need 1.5 of me, bro. I could still do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Wait. Escaping an avalanche with beer? Bro, what? No way.
As he tried to dig himself out of the avalanche, the snow kept falling inside his car. But in the back seat, he had 60 bottles of beer.
Okay, first of all, bro Chacho, why do you have so much beer in your car? L drunk driver, bro.
That he'd packed for the trip. As he cracked
I should probably pause before I speak.
one open, he had an idea. He scooped the snow from above, packing it down below the window before peeing on it to melt
What?
it. Over the next 4 days, he kept drinking and peeing his way to freedom, and was eventually found wandering drunk along the mountain path, according to the legend. As he tried...
Yo, there's no way that's a real story. Okay, first of all, the 4 days drinking just beer, bro, you would die. You would overdose on alcohol. You would overdose on alcohol if you did that, bro. And second of all, how is he stuck in an avalanche in his car? That is what baffles me the most. Oh, wait. Is this Michael Jackson's?
The shoe would hook onto a metal peg that popped up from the floor. Once locked in, the shoes held his feet in place, preventing him from falling over. And this allowed him to lean far beyond what the human body can normally balance.
Wow.
As he leaned, he had to keep his entire body completely stiff, meaning without that control, his body would just collapse forward, even with the
A to the yo.
Holding him up. The shoe would hook onto a metal.
A to the yo. A to the yo. ZACK D Films, fictional. Fiction. Y'all are saying fiction to fiction. Here we go. Fiction.
She put an ear tag in her purse and began to freak out.
Wait. Let's do the beta headset.
He opened the package and pulled out a sleek-looking headset with no branding, only a QR code. He scanned it, downloaded the game, and hit launch. He hesitated for a moment, but decided to put on the headset. Immediate bright flashes filled his vision, a loud, deafening tone, then everything went black. He woke up on his floor, dying of thirst and hopelessly
Why is it so fast?
confused. His phone buzzed, and he picked it up. 55 missed calls, hundreds of texts. He looked at the date. 2 days had gone by. He scrolled through the messages. Please turn yourself in.
What?
Why?
Bro,
His
what?
Message read, I still love you, but you have to go to the cops.
What?
The message included a video link. He clicked it. It was him, lighting a house on fire. He was committing multiple terrible crimes. But when he turned to get the headset, it was gone, along with his computer. Sirens approached. Red and blue flooded his room.
Wait, did he wait? Wait, I'm confused.
Beating out of his chest. His eyes caught the back door, and he decided to run. The gravedigger.
Bro, what? He got brainwashed? What? Bro, the dog who didn't bark?
He strapped the shock collar around her neck and pressed the button to test it out. You see, she barked at everything all of the time, and he had had enough.
POV my dogs. POV my dogs.
At first, he only shocked her when she barked, and it worked like a charm. But
El
soon,
Shocker!
he started shocking her when she just looked like she was about to bark. And one time,
bro,
he
that's
even shocked her
awful.
for no reason.
That's
She
awful,
learned
bro.
quickly and stopped barking, staying silent even when startled. One night, while the house was
Oh, you know what's gonna happen? Someone's gonna break in, but he didn't know because the dog wasn't barking.
quiet, the dog suddenly stiffened. Her ears twitched and she stared down the hall. But she didn't bark. She only stared. The man
Cause she
noticed
thought-
her posture
cause she
and shook
thought
his
she
head
was
while
gonna
gripping the
bark.
remote. But a man stepped out from behind the wall, a gun in his hand. The owner's eyes went wide, but it was too late. He was dead, and his dog kept silent, just like he wanted.
Bro! What? What? Bro! That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's why you shouldn't tase your dogs, bro. I mean, first of all, it's inhumane. And second of all, they're not gonna bark when you actually need them to. Bro, dogs bark for a reason. Dogs bark for a reason, bro. Like Fenny and Sugar, it is annoying when they bark, I tell you. But they bark for a good reason, bro. They bark for a good reason. They alert us if people are at our house or if criminals are breaking in. Ooh. Yo, which one else? What else? The rubber hand illusion?
If you cover your arm with a blanket, hide your real hand behind a screen.
Yo, I've seen this, bro. I've seen this.
Replace it with a fake rubber one.
This is trippy. This is trippy, bro.
Then have someone stroke them at the same time. You'll start feeling the sensations coming from the rubber hand.
Whoa.
You see, the brain combines what it sees and what it feels. And since what you see with the rubber hand matches with what you're feeling, your brain ends up thinking the rubber hand is part of your body. So, if you watch a knife suddenly pierce the fake hand for a second,
gosh,
you'll
bro.
just feel like you really got stabbed.
Oh, I can't even imagine, bro. I can't even imagine. Bro. Oh, man. Oh, man, that's awful. Bro, wait. Bro. Yo, what is the sussest ZACK D films that we could watch, bro? Let's go popular. And let's look at tarantulas keep frogs as pets. Fixing a chipped tooth. I've actually wondered this. How gas pumps know when to stop.
In your car, there's this tiny hole connected to a valve that sucks in air. This air
Interesting. Interesting.
But as soon as the tank is full, the gas covers this hole, stopping the airflow and creating a vacuum inside. And this change in pressure triggers the pump to stop the flow of gas.
Interesting. I always thought there was like some sort of sensor on the end of the fuel thing that just like knew when the tank was full, bro. But I guess, bro, a little air nostril makes a little more sense. Hi, yo, what up, Omistis? What up, bro? Yo, should we watch the one that's about me, bro? Should we watch the one that's about me? So this is the one that's about me because he's old and he's balding. And that matches me, bro. I'm an unk and I'm balding.
If you died and you had no friends.
So that's like coming up in a couple of years here. Dubs?
Your funeral would be pretty much empty, which is kind of embarrassing. But you can pay professional actors to be briefed on the details of your life.
Whoa!
And they'll quietly blend into the crowd during the funeral, making it look like you were popular.
Yo, who just said, yeah, we're not going to your funeral? I'm sorry for even speaking.
They can cry on command, and if no one wants to make a speech, they can even do it themselves.
Wow.
Making up heartwarming memories based on their notes about you.
Wow, that is interesting. Okay, well, that is ZACK D Films, watching it for the first time. Interesting, to say the least. Interesting, and I don't know. But yeah, smash that like button, 500 likes, and we'll do a part 2. Let me know if I should do more content like this, more reaction content. But comment down below what the most sus one we saw today is. But yeah, smash that like button. I love y'all. Subscribe. Goodbye.